Hello, and welcome to DevCast Ops. There is no Barnaby today because he has got better things to do. I am James, with me is Wale, and we are going to solve, well, the cliffhanger from last session has been solved, fingers crossed. Um, so we're going to talk about what is, how we solved it, how Wale solved it, and then hopefully get on some fun Vault things.
Hello, hello.
Take it away.
Yeah, so it is solved, but how I cannot answer because so what the issue from last time for those that probably haven't watched it or need a reminder is that we created a service account and then we wanted to attach some custom roles to it, and actually just one custom role which would be for KMS. That service account would then be used by our what do you call this, VM instance. But after creating the service account, we were now trying to bind the role, and we for some reason we weren't getting any errors, but it wasn't showing up in console. Hold on, it was only showing up on the service account. So obviously on the service account, we could see what we have created, but it just wasn't showing up on the IAM here, because on the IAM, every time only service accounts that have something attached to them will show up here. So where was it getting those items? I mean, where were they going? Because clearly it was attaching roles to service account, but we couldn't see that. Um, and no errors. That part is still a mystery. But in terms of how to get it here, it turns out all we need is uh where is it? Here. Oops, this is not it. This is all
So YAML.
Ansible. Yeah. So it turns out in order for it to get for it to work, it's Google Project IAM binding. And also, another thing to note is when we were trying to figure it out as well, what I was doing is I leave the previous example on and just add whatever we decided to try out onto it. And according to the documentation, you're not meant to do that, otherwise they will fight for who goes first, who has the right. So, because we were trying different binding methods that are available, but it says here that we shouldn't try and have both of them together, otherwise they'll fight over. Oh, I'm not sure if I can highlight. Otherwise, they'll fight over what your policy should be, as in who would have access and all that. So that aside, uh, yeah. So basically, I can get rid of this now. I left this to just show you all what we've tried last time that didn't work. So none of this worked. The service account IAM member, IAM policy didn't work. Account IAM
It's
binding didn't work.
crazy. The resource ended up not being called service account anything.
Nope, exactly. And this works fine. So
And
yeah,
that's fine.
we can get rid of this and just left all of this there so I can show it. And even where I found it, they didn't really explain why as well. But yeah, I mean, for
It'll
those,
be it'll be a Google resource, as with all Terraform things. Quite a lot of times the problem is finding the resource you actually want.
yeah, because somebody here just said, "Oh, this is what they are using and it works," and that's how I just tried it and it worked for me as well. So yeah, so now we got to that. Another change I made from last, I say another. So this is not really a change. This was an issue that was fixed now. Um, and you can see that by if I do vault status on this on the vault server, as you can see, recover seal type is now GCP CKMS, and then it's still not initialized and it's still sealed. So moving on. So last week we were still using a manually generated inventory. Now we're using dynamic inventory, and for that you have to call the file the cloud provider you're using. In this case, GCP. So and then you just have to define the plugin, tell it what zone you want, the project. filter. You can do as many filters as you want to make it more granular, I guess. But in this case, running is more than enough for us. So this is the part that I got stuck on the most, the authentication part, because I didn't want to use service account. The when you create service account, you get the keys that you then download as a JSON file, and then that's the one you now point to this to. I didn't want that. So the way it's working right now is through application and the scope, just like normal cloud platform. But this just means that before I can use this plugin, I just have to do GCP. No, sorry, not GCP. I have to run the command gcloud auth login, and that's it. This will then authenticate me to GCP, and then from there, I'm now grouping everything that it finds that
Does
has
it not
vault.
group by tags?
It does that as well, but this was easier for me right now because as I said, it's in the name. So you can change for tags as well. You can, so if you want tags, actually there's a better way of doing that.
No, it does. Sorry,
Label.
for AWS,
Hmm.
by default, it groups everything by tags, so you don't need to specify anything about how groups are managed. It just
Okay.
works.
Yes, but this is different because in GCP, we actually name the instance. Whereas in AWS, you don't name the instance. The tag, when you have a tag name, that's where AWS picks it up. So that's why this makes sense in this case. But if you wanted to use that, you can also use labels. So, but then there's another key thing that you can use it called group something, and that one you can now specify more stuff in there. But as for now, I'm calling the group that I want to create called, I'm calling it Vault. And I'm saying anything that has Vault in the name, give it to me. And I only care about the private IPs. And this also only returns, this is for Ansible to now use. So Ansible will only use this part for, and this is me only accessing the private IP of it as well. So this part, if I just run Ansible host something to get the graph, this is, I think this is where it stops at like this. But when Ansible is actually running to create the resource so to do the configuration and all, it needs this. So yeah, that's it for that.
Wait, can I ask you to, just because I'm curious,
Uh-huh.
in the CLI, can you do Ansible dash inventory?
Yes, I have actually been doing that. So, and then you can then do the graph. So here you see the all
Really
our
only does the one? That's crazy.
yeah, because we only have two instances currently running. And because there's only one vault instance, that's why it's all there here. But if we have multiple instances that have vault inside them, they will all be listed in here as well. And going forward for Ansible to use this, it will not care about the ungrouped one. It will only care about this. So, that being said, I have run it just before we started. It's still working fine. I think the next step for us now is um, to do the unseal, as in to do init. Because when you go to the Vault UI, as you can still see, Vault is sealed. So to do the unseal part, to do the Vault init, that would be an Ansible
Nope,
standard.
just make it manual.
Really? You don't want to? So, oh yeah, I think you've been mentioning that so far. You've been saying that that's the part that should at least be manual.
So
I
something
remember you saying that.
something that yeah, right. So when I was like massively being talked to about SOE, there's the whole concept of like toil, and
Mm,
everything we're doing is kind of to reduce toil. They're like, how many times do you have to do a task, and how complicated is it to do? And really, unseal should happen once. So we're going to spend, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes writing the, well, sorry, we'll spend, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes writing the Ansible code for something. And then we'll have to write all the logic to not run it every time when Vault operator unseal in it is just fast. Just because it's a dev thing, you may want to specify recovery key shards just to one. Not that it really matters.
But then it
Um,
will help for anyone to know how that works as well. All right. I don't remember how to give it that flag, so we're gonna do Vault in it. Let me see if it's similar to Terraform, where you get. Oh, there we go. It is. So I can say.
the next block.
Oh yeah, if you're using auto on seal, so this is the one we want. Um, Shares. So technically, I should only get the sharehold sharehold threshold, right?
So you need shares threshold, and I would set both of them to one, just because this is a dev instance we're going to tear down. Um,
Yeah.
but actually, it doesn't matter. You could probably just in it because even if it gives you 5 of each, it's auto unseal. So
Yeah.
you only need this if you delete the root key, which I hope you're not planning to do.
Why not? Is that not best practice?
I mean, it is, but we need to we need to do a lot more before we do that.
All right. So we've done Vault init. It's taken some time. Yay! So for everyone, please take note. Our recovery key is here. Screenshot if possible. And then initialize root key token. So this is what we're going to be using to configure our Vault for now. Then Vault is initialized and we are good to go. Should be able
Um,
to.
I'm
Yep.
sorry, I was too fixated on the Ansible stuff. Um, so there is a way you can get to just pull all the groups from the labels, which is using keyed groups.
Yeah. So that's the one. Yeah. But I didn't need that because we haven't come up with a naming convention yet, and I don't know what I would need that for when Vault
So
worked
so
fine.
this instance isn't going to end up being called Vault, but it can have a application or it can have a key of Vault as a label. But anyway, sorry, I I haven't looked enough into dynamic providers, but I remember in AWS you can do a way to do that. So
Yeah.
I got distracted. Anyway, to Vault.
Yeah. 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 Just FYI. So if you when you go into since you went there, might as well show you some. So initially, this is the best way, I guess, would work, where you use the labels,
Yeah.
because in here we have application and then Vault in it, and then we have some stuff that we can
Yep.
then paste. So that's the one I was actually gonna go for, but I didn't get it to work exactly the way I wanted it to. So I just thought, nah,
It'll be application underscore Vault.
yes, but that wasn't my issue actually. But it's
Oh,
fine. We'll get to that later.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
There's option stuff. I was just my
yeah,
brain was wanting to remind me that works.
that's good. As you
Anyway,
oh,
so Vault's
Vault
up.
is shut down. Okay, that's why. Anyways, Vault is up, and we're logged in. This view is quite new. I'm definitely gonna struggle to move around now because I'm used to the older view. But
So it's exactly the same. You just have to use the tabs on the left to do anything.
yes, still getting used to. All right. So now we have this. Now the next part was us setting up PKI. So we have to enable PKI engine, right?
Yeah, I would suppose this may be getting ahead of ourselves, but I would like to make HTTPS
All right.
as the like first step.
I mean, we have a code for that ready, I guess. Similar. It's gonna be similar to console, right?
So yeah, so what I would like to do is load the CA that we created the other day into Vault PKI or generate a new CA as part of Vault, as part of Vault and then have Vault generate a cert we can then load into itself via Ansible. I know it's circular dependency. And then it will spin up with, then it will use that cert we've generated.
As far as I know, I thought we also decided that we're gonna use Vault as intermediary.
Yes. So you would, that CA that you created, you would either generate an intermediary or give it to Vault. And then through Terraform, you would ask Vault, well, or through code, you can ask Vault to give you a PKI, to give you a cert, and then you load that into Ansible.
Okay, so now that we are done with Ansible, then I guess we're gonna manage all of this through Terraform then.
This will be you'd load the secret into Terraform, but when you generate the cert, you'll probably want to generate it through Ansible.
Okay. So I need to load where did I keep it? Let me see. Hold on. I'm just trying to find where I saved the Oh, I found it. My drive console TLS. Yeah, I shouldn't have called it console TLS at this point. All right, so
It's all going to be, it all has to be regenerated anyway when we actually do this for proper off stream.
yeah. All right, so the files we care about are hold on.
The two CA files.
They are called DC. No, it's DCO set and DCO key maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, these two. Okay, let me download them. Bam, bam. All right, so um, I'm using Ansible to put them in there, right? Yeah.
No, we're using Terraform to deploy them into Vault.
Okay.
So we're going to make a Vault. This needs to be a new Terraform repo.
So for now, I'll just create a different folder if it's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry, it can be a different folder. It
Yeah.
can, repos don't work.
All right, so we're gonna call it Vault config.
Yeah, I think I've called mine Vault base when I've done it before, but
Okay.
Vault
Vault.
config works.
Okay. Vault config. All right then, and then new file. We want config.tf. So, because this is only going to use the provider vault, right?
Yep.
Provider vault. And for being lazy, I think I'm just gonna put in the thing, or should I just do it normal?
Just
Yeah,
export them to your terminal.
yeah, okay, because I was just gonna paste it in here instead.
I mean, you can set the Vault address if you want to, but token don't specify the token in the code.
I was just gonna do that. You can do address as well in here.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's just address, or
yeah.
alright, and then don't mind me. So it's similar to the one when you're doing it in the CLI.
Yeah, it's that full address and port.
Okay. Does it need anything? Oh, the token, right? It will need the token.
So if you just export Vault token into your CLI, that's all it needs.
Yeah. All right. So we want export vault. Let me see if I.
Vault
Oh,
underscore token.
yeah. I just checked if I've done it before. Clearly not.
This is why I'm glad we decided to put all this stuff behind VPN, so people can't just like log into a Vault server while we're doing things.
Yeah.
Go to get people to grief you.
So now I just need to get into vault config. Oh, lol. I was about to test it out, but then that's all I have. That's all I have in here. So, what are we starting off with first? I want to know
PKI.
PKI. Okay. A new file, pki.tf. All right. This is why I need to use the documentation.
as one should.
Terraform PKI. Oh, PKI secret backend set. Ooh. Depends on PKI secret backend role. Damn. Okay, let me see if I can just do PKI here. There we go. So this gives me everything PKI related. We want to enable it first, right? So, secret backend, URL config, intermediate, issue.
Go to role. What does role need?
It just needs the path
Role
type.
mount.
Ah, that's what it's called. Vault mount. Should I create a separate file for just things we mount? Actually,
No, I think we should keep all the like PKI stuff together.
all right, fair. All right, so we're gonna leave out path and type as
Can
PKI.
we? So as we are, I don't know, let's say cheap and don't want to get Vault Enterprise. Can we do like let me try and
I see what you're
try and do namespaces ourselves.
saying. Yep, I figured.
So before PKI, can it be like base/PKI or root or whatever?
All right. So like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
And because you can everything and namespaces as well. Namespaces are more logical separation, but everything can be separated via forward slashes. So you can build your paths and your policies and everything. It's a little bit more complicated, but you can build everything to mimic namespaces without having namespaces.
True. Okay, so should we test this part out alone? Also, are we happy with the TTL second time to live? Right? Was it? Hold on, what was that? Actually, we can always change that later, anyways. But, oh, doesn't tell you in
Well,
here.
you're in the secret backend role, not the mount.
Ah, that explains a lot. Anyway, are we happy with the default for now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just test this out real quick. Provider, yeah, this will all use the local, what do you call it? Local state file. So that's we're fine with that. And then terraform, fmt and terraform init. Yay! That's just the init though. All right, let's try apply. Oh, cool. It's gonna try and do this. Let's see if it's gonna work.
So it's worth saying for the TTL stuff, the max release TTL is currently 10 years. I think that's 10 years. And the default is a month or two, I think. Though like that's those defaults are, but that's fine. Yeah, it worked.
Yep. As you can see, we just enabled PKI under the root path. So now the next spot is putting the set in there, right? But I think for that I need to first create the role, don't I?
Yeah.
So this will be the role part.
Yeah.
So we can just leave as the role here for now. Vault mount. Oopsie. Wrong place.
Change role to dev cost ops. And really, I suppose if we're being fancy, it should be dev cost ops underscore com.
Underscore what?
Com.
Oh, lol. You mean for Terraform identifier?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's do that then.
Because it like this role binds to the domain name.
Yeah.
So if for whatever reason we got devcastops.co.uk or .org or .game or whatever, you
I-
would want to have a unique thing for everything.
yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, the role name itself is also called devcastops.com. I'm gonna leave RSA type. So the domain that we want is devcastops.com. But, or should I just put Vault in it straight away?
No, do just devcastops.com because this is going to do console as well.
Oh, okay, so this is fine then. All right. Perfect. Allow subdomains. Yes. We're good with that. Okay, so that's it. Oh, do you want me to deploy it as we're doing it then? Is that what you want?
No, that's fine. Sorry, I've loaded up a guide just to make sure we're not like missing something.
All right, cool. I'll be waiting for the guide. Allow domains. Yes. Done. Oh, no.
That's terraform blocks. Cool. That's a long TTL. Their TTL is a lot longer than ours. That's fine.
That's all right. All right, so what's next?
So this says we've got the mount.
Yeah, we've got mount. We've got the role.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can use the PKI to like load to create a intermediary, but I think we're just going to upload one. But this will create a CSR.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what we want. Oh.
So what's the next thing that I need to deploy?
A secret backend intermediary set assigned, I think.
Okay, secret backend intermediate. Secret backend. Yep, there it is.
Oh, my God.
Media. Oh wow, there's a lot that goes in here.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
they didn't create any roles here.
Yeah, so they use Vault to generate a CSR.
Mm-hmm.
So I think from that, so they generate a mount path. From that mount path, they then generate a CSR. They then they then generate with that. Oh, okay, no, okay. Sorry, I understand what they're doing now. Okay. So they use Vault PKI secret backend root search, which I think is actually what we should be doing.
Mm-hmm. You mean root?
Oh, I think you've actually just found all the code that you need.
Yeah.
So this will, and I think this is what we should do.
Bruh. What do we have so far? So technically we have this already then.
Yeah, we have the mount. So we want to create the root cert.
No, because there's another mount here as well, right? Intermediate.
Oh yeah.
So, but then they're using dash obviously to separate it, but we're using because ours is called root slash PKI, and then we're gonna do
So this would be root slash PKI dash int.
okay. So I'll leave as it is then, or just
do root forward slash start,
and then just leave the name as it is, and then vault mount, and then so I should probably rename this to root as well.
Yeah.
And
In the path, then can you, even though it's going to read stupid, can you do PKI dash CA? Actually, yeah, PKI dash CA.
Sorry, where?
Line 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do like dash CA.
Okay, I see what you mean. All right, so we have vault mount and then root path. All right, cool. So we have root PKI inner and then intermediate. I'm gonna leave everything as default. Now we have to do this part.
Yeah.
I'm just doing one by one so I can understand what's being done as well.
We should understand what code we're writing
Okay.
and explain it to the audience, obviously, because it's not like we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we definitely know what we did. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the role because at some point we're probably gonna need it, but as part of this example here, I don't see any role required. But it is well.
So the role is to finally get a cert. You need the role,
Yeah.
I think.
So it'll be ready when we
Yeah.
need it. Which is probably why I should make it as last because
Yeah,
this is
probably.
all together. All right, so here we have PKI secret backend root cert example. Obviously, I'm not gonna call it example, but we can call it.
devcostops_com.
What did I have on the skull.com? Oh, there we go. It's just gonna do it simple copy and
And do you
paste.
still have? Do you have all the information you put into it when we did the commands the other day? Remember when we made the CA manually?
Yeah.
Did we save all those commands?
Yeah, no. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. And the server has been shut down a long time ago.
No, it's fine. That was more of a curiosity than anything else.
Oh,
I
okay.
suppose I can technically pull this stuff from the cert, but
Oh no. Also, I have the instructions we used, so that's fine.
no, it's fine. It's just like what do we put for the common name? What do we put for the organization? But that's fine. We can.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. All right. So type is internal. Common name. So are we leaving all of this as it is? Root org, root ca.
No, so
Um,
devcastops root CA.
you mean this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Eesh, how did they do it? They use camel case. Do we need to use camel case?
Well, our branding is upper camel, so yes, do upper
Yeah.
camel.
Root CA, and then format is PEM. Private key format is D. Did we?
Yeah, I mean, all that's fine.
No, I thought our private key format was key.
But that's what Vault wants, so
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. And OU.
Organizational unit is
I see where you are now.
technically it should be devcast ops blink byte UK, but it depends how like crazy you want to be.
Let's make it readable. So the unit is
Or core streaming.
yeah, let's say core streaming. I don't think that's what we called it last time, but
No, but it's fine. Like this stuff doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna leave the unit in there. Root org is
Devcast
ops. We are definitely
UK.
in the US, and I'm just gonna use London.
Just do London.
That's exactly what we did last time, but one of them was lowercase.
Great to annoy people.
All right, so the next part.
So this is the like 5 or 6 steps we did last time to like get a CSR, sign a CSR, load a CSR in.
So backend, intermediate. Do we have? Yep, we have path, and then backend root set is devcastops.com. So common name sub-org intermediate. So in this case, it would be.
No, I think that's fine. This is what's going to generate all the like
Subsets.
all the that's fine.
All right, cool. What does this one do?
So this signs the the first one creates a signing request. So it's like it creates the private key and a CSR, and then this block is when you talk to the CA and go, here is my request, can you sign it? So it then generates you a public cert, which has been signed by the root CA, which proves that you are who you say you are.
Exactly. So we're gonna leave OU as call streaming, I guess.
Yeah, just
And then organization was DevCast Ops.
yeah, like one could say maybe we don't need this intermediary, but like whatever.
I mean, we're just following the instructions.
Set the common name to devcast ops intermediary CA. So this is better practice because sorry, on line 36, set that to devcast ops intermediary CA as well. Yeah, that's fine. This is better practice because the CA should run out once every like 10, 20 years, whereas the intermediaries could run out like every 5 years or every 1 year. And you don't have to change everything when that one's out.
Yeah. Just making sure that exists. And then certificate would be this. And then done. So this is signing the certificate, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And now that we have that, we are done.
So the role you're creating,
Mm-hmm.
that should be off the intermediary, not off the CA.
So
Line 58 should point to the intermediate, not the CA.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
And now if you want it, we should get 2 secret engines, both with certs in, and an ability to click a button to generate a cert.
We'll find out. Yay, that was so quick. Boom.
It's good when you're just dealing with Vault, 'cause it's just database entries.
Yep. So quick. Oh, what the? What?
You didn't
Oh,
refresh.
yeah. We have one role. We have issuers. There
Sweet.
we go. Certificates, ID. And then so that's the root now as well. So the root we have set keys, and we are good to go. What is next step?
Will be from Ansible generating the certs. So we can then tell terraform to sign itself, tell Vault to authenticate itself via the cert.
Okay. So do we need the instructions from last time to get the Ansible code part working? Or do you have them open?
So we're going to be requesting a certificate through the CLI. So I have the curl command. So the question is do we want to use curl? Do we want to use the Ansible Vault plugin? Sorry, not curl. Whatever the Ansible's get API is. Or do we want to use Vault? How do you want to get this information from Vault? Because this is all you need from Vault, really. So probably just the
Why don't we just keep it all on the Terraform for now, since Terraform provider is doing it so well?
No,
Why?
no. So this is on the server.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get information for and save it locally.
Okay, so then yeah, Ansible will do it then. But is this something that will be repeating? It's just one off, right?
Anytime so it should be a short-lived cert, really.
Yeah.
And this is complicated enough that it's probably worth not doing manually.
All right, then let's go. Let's go Ansible. Ansible, here we come.
And also code that's going to be useful to have. So, because like console will need the same block.
At some point. Okay, so so far we only have one role actually.
Yeah, I would create a new role for this.
New folder called config or Vault config.
Vault TLS.
Everything goes on the config to me, mate. And then we want new ish. Was that new file? Actually, yeah, that's fine. Tasks /main dot YAML. Yay, that worked. All right. We might need handlers. Do we need handlers after what we've done?
I wouldn't worry about it for now. For now, we just want to like prove that we can get and set, like get the certs and play with them.
Cool. All right, let's go.
So this is I think we want to use get URL.
Get your okay. But what is the name of what we're trying to do right now?
We're going to generate the cert from Vault.
All right, so and then name. Oopsie. Now what's next? You
So
say URL.
Get underscore URL is the module we want to use.
Underscore URL. Oh, feels like we've used it before. So would it be dest and source or something?
So it's this may not be one actually. Sorry, it's just URI, I think is what we want.
URI.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will store into memory because I think we're going to have to manipulate it a little bit before we can do anything with it.
All right, let's do it.
And then I'm going to send you the not there.
Discard?
Yeah, in Discord. Oh my god, if I can paste correctly. So that is the
Whoa. There. Wow.
so that's what we're going to turn into Ansible code.
Yeah, let's show the audio. Here we go. This is what we're trying to convert. So
And this is just from the Vault docs.
all right. Ansible URI. So for now we need headers. We need to be able to have how many headers? 2 headers, request, data. So what is the equivalent of header in here?
So it is just header. Yeah, it's headers. It's a YAML list. So headers and then the list of what you want to pass in.
Oh, fair. There we go. So I'm just trying to find it on the there it is. So here we go. But how do we do that?
So header. So
Is
under
it
your
under
tab in and then headers.
headers and then bam.
And then new line.
Oh, new line. Okay.
And now you put them in. So X vault token.
That's weird. Oopsie. Like this.
Yep. And then there's no namespace. I think that's the only header we need.
Yeah. The vault token, is it variabilized or is it something that thingy will get? It will.
We will want to variabilize it. There may be a way of getting from the environment variables.
Ansible use environment task. Ansible variables are used to set environment variables for action.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Use pn to pass the environment variables as follows.
Yeah, no, that's not worth it. There's a no, it's a one-line thing.
Cool.
So there's a Ansible built-in env available in the controller. Yeah. Okay. So go back to Ansible. So instead of vault token, do quote and then double curly brackets. One more, and then space, and then look up, and then normal bracket, and then in there single quote, Ansible dot built in dot env, and then outside the quote, and then comma, and then in single quotes the environment variable we're looking for. So full caps vault underscore token. So says the internet. That should work.
We'll find out. So the next part now is the type, which is post.
So method. So its method is what you want.
Okay. So method.
And then post full caps.
Oh, wow. And then data. We also need data.
Is body.
Yeah, it says body here, but body format.
So, but yeah, body format is JSON. And then you just pass body and then in quotes the JSON will pass through.
So we'll need body format as well.
Yeah.
So it's just JSON, yeah?
JSON, yeah.
And then body itself.
Yeah.
Do they come underneath each other or something like that? No, they're separate actually.
Nope. And then quotes and then the JSON will pass through.
Common name. Ooh, not test. It would be
vault.devcastOps.
Why? Hold on. Keep mixing my keys up. And then devcastOps. And then I think so. Now we also need to give it the address.
Yep. So it's URL.
URL. And then it would be Vault. Ooh, does it need the whole path?
And then slash v1 slash root slash PKI int slash issue slash role name.
PKI root, you said, not in.
No, so it's v1/root/pki
Oh,
int
yes, yes, yes. And then PKI.
issue / and then I think that is the role name.
Yep, looks right. Because you need it. Why can't I just remove it? There we go. All right, so the role name was devpodcastops.com. I think that's everything.
Yep, but you probably want to save that into a variable. So do register.
Yeah. Set. Vault set?
Vault cert, yeah.
Vault set.
And then do you just want to debug it to begin with? We're going to generate a lot of certs.
Name. I'm gonna call it Vault. Yeah, I guess for now, right? We can still be Vault.
I mean, the server's going to be restarted. They're going to be deleted and moved once this all works. So
yeah. And then debug. Was it debug on its own, right?
yeah, debug. And I think
You
var.
No,
Oh no, sorry. There, it's I can't remember how debug works.
It's not like this, something like this. We just call it Vault set, or you don't need the curly
I
bracket.
don't think you need the curly brackets.
Yeah. I think this should be fine.
Yeah, so quite a times. So normally I'll go new line and then go var : vault cert, which is extra words. I don't know if it will work without it.
Oh, as in that's what you would have done if.
Yeah.
So you would have done like this.
And then var :
Oh.
So I know that works.
Yeah,
That's how that works.
Yeah, let's try that. All right, cool. That's it. Oh, I don't think I'm calling it.
That will help.
Very cheeky. Do we need the others? Nah, let me just replace it for now. Otherwise, it will run everything. Top. Oh. No, it's called Vault.
Can you at least have the other role there just commented out?
Are you worried?
It's just less work for ourselves in the future.
Okay. Vault TLS. That's done. Now, cd. We're going into Ansible, and then we're gonna run Ansible playbook -I inventory, and then it was main.yaml. Boom. Ignore the warning, right? That's also pending work. All right, so what did we miss here?
Body format must be one of.
JSON. Oh,
You did capital.
Yeah, I did indeed. It's not happy with that. Why was it not happy with just capital? It's the same thing. All right, so what is this not happy about? So message, status, code, request field, open, unknown, direct.
You need to do HTTP : //
Wait, since when does that matter?
Because the first thing it looks for is the schema.
Yeah, Vault does care about that. Okay, so now another one. What's not found? No handler for root.
So PKI int. So the root /PKI int, is that how you formatted the names?
No, because I think it was dash that was used rather than underscore.
That's probably the issue.
Yeah, I remember that part at least.
Oh,
Just
I know. It stays
confirm
instant.
the name here, dash. All right. So is that for you or for me?
That was Terraform releasing more blog posts.
During AWS reInvent. Oh,
A
dang.
lot of it is AWS announced something that's similar.
Yeah. All right. So we have more. Um, connection closed. Content type JSON. Allows cannot satisfy request as TTL would result in another not after. Oh, it's not happy about the TTL. 11/28, which is tomorrow. Could
So
be on the expiration of the CA.
I think the CA uh, expires in 40 minutes. And the which
Yeah.
is fine. Set the certs TTL to be like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. Like we're not really using this for anything. So change 24H to 10M.
No, it's fine. We can just do 24 minutes.
And you can generate like 2 certs until it's fine.
Hey, we have 24 minutes to do this.
I mean, hopefully this works and we can call it a stream. We can worry about getting
Oh,
into
stop. I didn't realize the time. I didn't realize the time.
Time
Yeah,
flies.
it worked.
Yeah, that's the cert. You've
Also.
got the CEA, you've got the CA chain, which is the both the CA and the intermediary you create. And
Mhm.
then it should get a private key. There's the private key, which you can then load into Vault. So it's just going to be a case of passing this information in Ansible, get what we want, save it to files.
The question now is, right, because we did it this way, isn't it that when we run it again, it will create this again?
Yes.
Mm.
So what we put, so there's no harm in rerunning this in generating new cert every time. As long as the CA and the intermediaries are fine, rerunning it every time is fine.
Yeah.
What we may want to do is, if we do that, make it so we do rerun this every week or whatever and have really short TTL on the cert.
Yep.
But that's fine. Like you're in the route.
Oh. Oh, no. No, we don't want root. We want this.
There's also
Yay. Okay, we are good to go and valid, not valid after. Yeah, it's gonna go soon. But
yeah, I mean, that's fine.
yeah. What did we finish up? Let's round it up. What's the summary for today?
Some we've stayed well. So we got Vault inited, Vault's up and running.
Inited.
Inited. We have initialized Vault. And we have set up the PKI side of Vault with a CA intermediary. So we can next session look at the Ansible side of how do you call Vault. Well, low. You messing with your microphone? Do you want me to make it so people can't see your screen?
No. It's not that. Don't worry. Carry on.
And next session we'll mess with Ansible. Well, maybe next session, maybe the session before, maybe the session after. I'm not here next week. Do what you want. We're going to set up Ansible to. Wow, I can hear myself. Right.
Sorry.
We can just try to distract me. I just want to finish the stream. We're going to set up Ansible so it will load the cert files into the correct location and restart, and we'll get a nice padlock on our Vault server.
Yep,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
So until next time, if I can find the buttons I need to click.
Which, well, hold on. Wait, I haven't said anything yet.
Do
All
you want
right,
me to
then.
say something?
Yes, I will. Thank you. Until next time.
Bye.